All right, welcome to the next edition of BP Mindcast. Today's mostly just going to be chatting. I don't have like a huge thing to communicate to you, but I just wanted to stay in touch, and uh, there are a few things I want to talk about. Um, so to begin with, something that's relatively exciting that's happening pretty soon is I just got the proofs back for my new book. So let's see if I can do this. Yeah, you can see my OBS as well. All right, put me in that corner. So this is Learn to Program with Assembly. This is my next book. These are the proofs, and so I basically get to answer questions and make corrections on the proof. You can see there are 30 chapters, and on top of that, there's um, there's about 300, and I think it's about going to be about 320 pages. So anyway, really excited. Hopefully have the proofing done over the next week, and then they said they should actually have it ready to ship out about 2 weeks after that. So I'm really excited for this book. Again, that's Learn to Program with Assembly. It's kind of the follow-on to my current assembly language programming from the ground up. It's kind of a replacement follow-on. It basically covers the same rough rough area, but this book is 64-bit. The other one is a 32-bit based, and a lot changes in Linux between 32-bit and 64-bit programs. Additionally, it actually goes into more depth on some of the chapters on how assembly language and higher level languages how they map onto each other. So basically, it shows kind of different ways that you could implement exception handling, object-oriented programming, memory management. It actually has a very short, and it's not really, it's not something you'd want to use in production, but a full garbage collector. So you can actually see in assembly language how garbage collection actually happens, and and I think if I remember correctly, it's about 5 pages worth of code, so it's not huge either. So it's got implementations of malloc and free, and you can just kind of see how does everything on the underside of the computer work. So I'm really excited about that. That's coming out soon. Um, Next up is there's apparently a big brouhaha going regarding Tether. And so I think I have not read all these articles, but I think the main thrust of them is that uh, Tether is actually backed by really, really sketchy stuff, and mostly internationally. They haven't been to any standard bank, and so they're basically they're basically making giant loans of crypto and counting that as assets. So anyway, I wrote about this a little bit in this article. This was a while back. This is before the big blow up. Is back in June. So basically talking about a bunch of stuff that's happening in crypto. But this is probably pretty good background reading for it. So anyway, if you're interested in that. But the most exciting thing that's happened to me is I got myself a starter guitar, and I'm really happy with it. So I want to tell you all about it. If you're looking for a starter guitar, if you want to say I want to get playing, I don't want to spend a lot of money. See, what I like to do is I like to not spend a lot of money on my first thing, because I might wind up spending a lot of money on a guitar. I might find a brand name guitar or something like that. But what's going to happen is whatever guitar I choose is going to wind up being wrong in some way. So I'm going to have to buy a second one. So when I'm still learning guitar, when I'm still getting used to it, it's for me it's better to go for kind of the cheaper versions, and then when I'm ready to upgrade gear, I might wind up upgrading every single component of that. I might wind up replacing it all, but then I'll know what I want, right? So what it does is buying cheap sometimes allows you to help know what you want. Now, the problem is that sometimes you can go too cheap, and you can get something that's so cheap that it's not playable, it's not fun to play, or there's all sorts of problems you can wind up with. Maybe it breaks real fast. Um, so there's a lot of things that you can go too cheap, and where that actually gets in the way of even knowing what you want. But the guitar I went with, I've been really happy with, is this Lary electric guitar, and it's available on Amazon. And so look at this price, $112. That includes the amplifier, the strap, and the bag and the guitar, of course, and chords and picks and all that kind of stuff. It has a whammy bar. Um, it has it even has the hex key for adjusting the truss. So basically, everything that you need, it comes with. All right. So it's a cheap guitar. It doesn't, the amp is really nice because it actually does have distortion on it. So you can you can actually I don't know if you can even see this because let me see what OBS looks like. Uh, Dear OBS, what are you covering up? So, okay, you can see most of it. I'll squish me a little bit more. All right, um, so here's the guitar, and the one that I got is they've got lots of colors available too. So I got where is it? I got the dark blue one. So yeah, that one. And so yeah, so all this stuff comes with a guitar. Yes, even the amp. Maybe sometime once I have a little bit more practice, I'll uh, I'll play some for you and show you the whole setup. But I mean the amp's small, but it works because that's really all you need when you're getting started. It even has a headphone out, although it's a 1/4 inch jack. So I haven't gotten that. It's got an MP3 port, and I don't know if that's MP3 in or MP3 out. So it might be something where you can pump MP3 in and maybe amplify a song so you can play over it. I'm not really sure. But anyway, I actually thought that they'd forgotten the amp when the box arrived, but it turns out that it just fits right in. They did a great job packing it. The amp fits right in with the case. It's really light, and but it also works well. So I also might do some electronics videos on making pedals for this. So just for fun, nothing super advanced, but just to say, hey, look, here is a pedal that does what I'm wanting it to do. So yeah, so the guitar it plays nice. Obviously you have to tune it when it comes out. I forgot what it's called, but there's a little bit of adjustment I need to make on the strings because as you work up the neck, um, it starts to get out of tune a little bit. At least it feels that way. It may just be not good enough for it. But you can actually adjust that on the bridge. I forgot what that's called when you do that, but anyway, you can. Those are all adjustable. The bridge is a very adjustable bridge. It's got a whammy bar on it, and as well, the tone controls are pretty useless. Even the pickup selector, the pickups don't really sound that different. At least not to me. Maybe somebody who has better ears can tell the difference. But pickup selector is not great. The tone selector doesn't really do anything. But for something that literally $115 to get started, and I also went ahead and bought the stand and the guitar book. Although, so to give you a little background, I played bass guitar in a Christian heavy metal band when I was in high school. So I know a little. I know a little bit of bass guitar. I'm not good at it, but I know a little. I can keep up generally with people if I'm just like playing the root note and maybe doing a few walks or something. Um, and then I also know like just super basic acoustic guitar, GCD. I can I can play along with a couple. I can lead super simple worship songs, that sort of thing. So anyway, and the guitar book winds up if you're at that level, that's kind of where it more or less stops. So the book was not great for me, but the kids probably might enjoy it. We'll see. Um, so anyway, so all this together, $136. You can't beat that price. It's amazing. Um, like most of the guitar setups that you get, like if you get like a Fender, uh, a setup like this will set you back 300 at least. So anyway, and that's literally for their intro starter set. So a third of the price. Really nice stuff. And someday I'll probably upgrade this to something better. Um, once I get a little bit better, I might add my own pedals. Probably get, if I ever play for people, I'll probably need a better amp. I'll probably need a better guitar. Um, also the one thing that did seem overly cheap um, is the cable that connects the guitar to the amp. There's a lot of hum that's coming in on that cable. Like if you kick the cable, it makes noise on the amp. So anyway, there's that's probably the one element that could probably be improved. But I mean, really, it was fantastic. We got it in last night. I was sitting at the window waiting for the UPS guy to come, like a little puppy dog. Um, anyway, so I'm super excited. As I said, maybe I'll play something for you later on when I get a little bit more practice. Um, but anyway, if you're looking for a guitar, this is a great place to start. Um, anyway, so might do some guitar electronics or something like that. I'll have to figure out how to film it. Not really sure about that, but we'll see. So anyway, that's pretty much all I have to share today. I just want to keep make sure I keep keep up with the podcast regularly. Um, don't forget y'all. So anyway, have a good one, and as I said, if you need a guitar, go check this out.